Welcome to the WTOB Dodgeball Game of the Week along with Jed Castro. I'm Tom Booth. And Jed, tonight, what do we have on tap?
We've got a game. Well, first of all, before I talk about the game, I want to talk about this shirt.
Yeah.
Is it smooth?
It's very smooth.
It's so smooth. It's so
I wish
shiny.
I had that. Yeah.
It is,
yeah.
you know.
Slick.
But I'll tell you why I'm wearing this, folks. You may think that I'm just trying to wear some crazy getup. I'm not. I got the sunglasses and the shiny shirt on because this man is so bright and so shiny. He shines like a star.
Yeah.
And that's why I need to reflect it, the shirt, and then I need sunglasses so I can. But back to the game.
Right.
The Ocho and Average Joe's, two teams with identical records. Both have 23 wins coming in. The Ocho today may be a little bit short-handed. I'm not sure. We saw them pre-game and may not have a full complement of players, so we'll see how that affects them tonight.
We will see after this on the Dodgeball Game of the Week on WTOB. Well, we're getting ready for Game 1 here, Jed, between Average Joe's and the Ocho, and two teams with identical records, so we should see a good one here tonight.
We are looking forward to it, Tom. As always, the Average Joe's, a team in the far court, led by Big Chad Beasley, former Virginia Tech player. And on the near court, you've got the Ocho, a bunch of guys that work at VBI.
What is VBI?
It stands for the
Virginia Incorporated?
It actually stands for the Dodgeball Association Country Team.
That makes sense to me. Well, in the Ocho, you have Larry Boyd, Andrea Apolloni, Andrew Warren, Ramu, and Charles.
Charles, let's call him Charlie. And that's Andrea Apolloni. Go take a seat. Took one off the arm there.
Average Joe's, as Jed mentioned, Chad Beasley, also Chris Stone, formerly of Stone's Cafeteria.
Great barbecue,
oh, yeah.
by the way.
Ray Musselman, Ron Graham, David Zier, Peter Hayes, and Jamie Sampson, who we call white trash.
I don't call him that.
His shirt does.
Well, right.
I like that nickname, though.
He may call himself that.
I'm not sure I publicized that on a T-shirt, but that's up to him.
Well, you know, yeah, you're not Jamie Singleton. I mean, Sampson.
I'm not
or
Jamie Singleton. I don't do the weather. You're right about that.
I don't know about Jamie Singleton being a great dodgeball player.
Kudos to Charles, too, even though it took one off the thigh. They were playing in dress shoes.
Yeah, I think Charles showed up and they kind of quickly drafted him into his team. But great shot there. You don't want to go without kudos to Chris Stone. Great shot there.
Well, it looks like Average Joe's have the Ocho whittled down to Andrew Warren there in the yellow shirt in the near court.
They whittled him down to the Uno.
Oh, yes, very good.
That means one for those of you who aren't bilingual like myself.
Yes.
The Ocho, of course, a name not necessarily referring to a number, but more referring to the great dodgeball movie, ESPN, The Ocho.
This game not on The Ocho, but on WTOB. If you like what you see, make sure you check it out if you already aren't on the web, blacksburg.gov.
And if you like what you see, make sure you write into the people at blacksburg.gov and tell them what a great job Tom Booth does. He is your host along with the outstanding crew.
Josh and Lisa and Chip all do a great job along with Jed Castro, one of the premier color commentators of dodgeball in America.
One of.
You got to give kudos to other people.
I'm not saying let's not applaud what other people do. I'm saying let's not inflate them to put them at my level.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they do a good job, but are they going to be on par with me?
No.
I mean, there's some good golfers in there, but are they as good as Tiger Woods? We wouldn't say that.
No.
Because it's not true.
Right.
So don't say these things aren't true, Tom.
I don't mean to spread lies.
I'm just saying, let's just not say things that aren't true, okay? Back to the game. Andrew Warren, the lone member of the Ocho. He
only member out so far is Chad Beasley for the Average Joe's.
On the side, you also see Ron Graham. He's kind of strategizing there with Chad Beasley. So, Chad, you're a big guy, you're a big athlete. How come you're standing on the side?
Well, I'm just kind of a big target, I guess. Ron Graham did not start game one. He 7 people for Average Joe's tonight. Typical game is 6-on-6.
You love to see that, Tom. Teams coming in with the full complement, even some reserves, because that allows you to go all out. I mean, you're going to play 7 games tonight, so it doesn't really matter, whether you win 5. It's not a best of 7. So, if you got those reserves, you can rotate guys in and out. As we see, Jamie Sampson's going to take a seat.
Well, double whammy there on Andrew Warren. The catch by Peter Hayes and the throw by Chris Stone. He's out. And 3.5 minutes left in Game 1. The Average Joe's will take Game 1 quite handily in the Dodgeball Game of the Week.
On WTOB.
We're back for Game 2, Dodgeball Game of the Week. Average Joe's taking Game 1. 2 evenly matched teams, though. The identical records on the season so far.
And you see the addition now of Ron Graham, the orange shirt. Taking a seat is Tom's favorite, Jamie Sampson, for the Average Joe's in the near court.
The Ocho a little short-handed tonight. They ride with 4 people. They've added Charles, who just kind of walked in off the street.
Tom, you saw Charles practicing before, and he's got a wicked curveball look like out there.
Well, it's amazing, too. I never realized how much you really have to warm your arm up. You just can't go all out there at the beginning. You got to really warm that arm up or you're going to tear a rotator cuff or something.
And more importantly, Tom, not only do you have to warm up your body, you have to warm up your mind. This game is not for the faint of heart or for the weak of mind. You've got to get your mind right when you come in here. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, but it's serious business out here. Just ask Chad Beasley. Took one off the side there. He's going to have a seat. And
Charles is out, took one off the shoe tops. And we are 4-on-3 right now.
That's Larry Boyd on the yellow shirt there. Ramu and Andrew Warren.
They're arguing for Charles to come back in the game because the person who threw it at him was over the attack line. Chris Stone.
Chris Stone took it off the.
I thought it was off his arm. But
well, he kind of shielded us from here, so let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
Call. We hope the Stoner's being honest there.
I was going to say Chris Stone, the man they call Stoner, and they assure me that it's a nickname based solely on his last name.
I would think so, yeah. You gotta hope so. 4-on-4 still here as Charles has re-entered the game for the Ocho with 5 minutes left in game 2. The Average Joes took game 1.
Quite handily, I might say. Well, let's give the Ocho their due. Andrew Warren was the last man standing, and what a catch by
Ron Graham.
Stone. No, you missed Chris Stone. One-handed that
Ron
ball.
Graham took it off the shoe tops too. So good job of those 2 guys.
Oh, and another right in the red basket. Sorry, Ramu. Take a seat there. Hand that ball over to Larry Boyd. I like to call him Woody Boyd.
Woody Boyd, yeah, from Cheers.
He probably wouldn't like that. He's a big guy. Might want to take my head off there.
He might.
Stay away from that. Ray Musselman firing away. Nice move by Andrew Warren. I like to call him Andrew Walter after the Oakland Raiders quarterback.
And we also have Andrew Showalter in this league that we've talked about.
Right, but make no mistake. There's no mistaking Andrew Showalter.
4-on-2, the man advantage goes to the Average Joes.
Oh man, Chris Stone putting that one right into the hardwood floor. He'd like to have that one back, no question.
7 games, 7 minutes apiece. And some harsh language there, but we'll try and bleep that out for you.
Again, Tom, this is an intense sport.
It is.
You got to get your body warmed up, your mind warmed up, and sometimes when you do that, your tongue gets a little bit too warmed up also. So,
but credit Ray Musselman there with the hard throw. I mean, no one's really going to catch that once it hits you in the gut like that.
Make sure that Larry Boyd's mother's not watching. She wouldn't be too happy about that.
No.
Well, let's hope she is watching.
Well, yeah,
maybe she just stepped away for a drink and then didn't see her son get.
She got a bag of chips or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Andrew Warren, the last
I like the chips that are like the natural home-style chips.
Yeah, extra crunch.
Yeah, they are. I mean, of course, they're probably not good for you. Maybe if you cook them in olestra.
Right. But what is good for you nowadays?
Exactly. It's good for my stomach, good for my taste buds.
I mean, I have a sensible salad for lunch and then a sensible burger at dinner.
Even pasta. It's like time of the store.
3 minutes left here in game 2.
Tell me more about the time limit, Tom.
Well, you have 7 minutes here in each game, and if it ends in a man versus man, 1 versus 1, or 2 versus 2, you can go to a sudden death. But right now, we're not looking at that.
Of course, when you say man versus man, it could be woman versus woman,
man
versus
could be,
woman.
But numbers.
It's a co-ed league.
If it's 1 versus 1 or 2 versus 2, you can go to a sudden death 2-minute overtime. But here, Andrew Warren's going to have his work cut out for him as he's the last man standing for the Ocho. 4 people left for the Average Joes, who have so far pretty much dominated this contest.
Again, we talk about them dominating the contest, but in both times, Andrew Warren has been the last man standing, and he's it's not like they've made quick work of him.
That was just, I don't know, a barrage of balls there against Andrew Warren. I really thought he was out.
And he is.
He's contesting it, but
what he said was he got hit in the head, but there's about 4 balls that went at him. He got hit off the arm, and he's an honest man. He's going to take a seat, and that'll be game number 2 for the Average Joes. You are watching the Dodgeball Game of the Week
on WTOB.